Here today I'm playing a Shyvana game. I just did my Shyvana guide on here right now. I'm going to use this playbook right now to try and win this game. If you want to follow, go take a look at junglekingdom.gg/Shyvana, and you can follow along with what I'm doing in this game. Guys, the number one rule on Shyvana is very simple. You do not fight, you do not do anything unless you have your ultimate. Okay, if you don't have your ultimate, you don't want to do shit. Okay, so you're waiting until you have your ult. Once you have your ult, maybe then you can look to do something. But until then, you're farming, you're chilling, you're relaxing. That is the number one thing I'm following on Shyvana. The most important rule. Okay, if you guys want to follow along, again, take a look at the guide in the description box down below. It's very easy to get to. But yeah, so Shyvana as a champion, you scale to infinity and beyond. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to keep trying to farm as much as I can. And use my passive, which is going to give me armor and MR whenever I kill champions, large monsters, or just... Oh, shit. Okay, this is not good. I'm going to flash early. Okay. So she used her smite there. And here's the thing about Shyvana, guys. If you're not willing to flash away and live in bad circumstances like this, you will regret it, okay? It's okay that I lost the camp and it sucks, but it's okay. I don't want to fight her. I can't. She's playing Elise. I'm playing stupid little Shyvana. So what am I supposed to do? What am I to do? I can't do anything. So I just have to leave it as is. Okay, so when you're playing this champion, you don't really get many choices with what you're doing. You just have to respect the enemies as hard as you possibly can. Now what I can do is I can do something tricky here, because I know she warded here. She's going into the bot side. So I could do something a little aggressive here, and I could go into her top camps. I think I'm going to take the gamble, simply because I know for a fact she's going to be in the bot side, and her top camps are up, and she warded here. So there's very, very, very little chance that I'm going to be on vision, and there's the Elise, right? So now I'm going to be able to get a camp back, and that's my goal. I'm trying to avoid everyone while getting resources on Shyvana here. Okay? I'm gonna go red buff here, bang, while she's in the bot side. This is a great way to secure my game. Okay, now the Auction's missing. The Auction might just come kill me here. If the Auction comes to kill me here, well, that's sad. Okay, no, we're good. Auction's there. Beautiful. Let's grab this here. Okay. Let's go for the little Krug camp. And let's just keep on farming, right? This is the goal. This is Shyvana. Shyvana is literally what camps can you get towards, and that's kind of the name of the game. What camps can you find and happily farm? Here's the thing: there's a Gragas, Sion. This top lane matchup, we're just going to be both farming. Nothing crazy's happening. We have an Echo versus Auction, so my Echo's probably going to be like underturret a lot. In this game, he's doing okay. My bot lane could be War, but Jinx scales nicely. Braum's going to be defensive. Overall, we have a pretty good game on our hands. I'm going to just keep on getting my camps. That's literally all I can do as Shyvana. Okay, as you can see, we don't clear too slowly. We're actually clearing relatively fast. Your full combo is pretty good. Your auto attacks deal a lot of damage early on. You get your auto Qs, you're going to deal a good amount of damage. Your E does good damage. Everything feels great. Right now, you know, the best case scenario in the early game on Shyvana is that you don't die a single time and you get to level 6. Once you get your level 6, that's when the game gets a little more fun. Until then, you farm. Now, this champion is really good if you can play her to farm. If you're not good at understanding opportunities like that invade, you're not going to have a good time on Shyvana whatsoever. You're going to be miserable. So you have to find opportunity to run away from enemies and be creative sometimes when they invade you. Alright, let's go to the, let's finish this Raptors. And let's go to the Krugs. And again, maybe we can ping top lane here, because the Elise is probably going to the top side. Either way here, let's just recall afterward. Okay, let's hit B. We're spending 1,400 gold. We're not that far behind whatsoever. We're going to keep on farming. I know there's a huge fight right here, and I know I could run towards it, but I promise you guys, it's not going to be a pretty fight if I go and join that. It's probably going to be pretty miserable for me. I'm down items. I'm going to fight that Elise. It's not good. So all of this, the best thing to do is leave and go to what I can farm. Which the only thing I can farm in this circumstance is the Krugs. Maybe I can kill the Scion, but probably not. So I'm literally just gonna go ahead and run straight to the Krugs here. Scion did flash. That's good information from Gragas. Elise is probably on the dragon or on the bot side somewhere. So let's go towards the Krugs. What I'm gonna do here is I can't walk the other path. And the reason for that is because the wave will spot me here. So I need to walk this way and pull the camp like this. And there's Elise. She did the dragon, as we suspected. And now, what we're going to do is just farm what we can get. Again, name of the game is farm what we can get. Okay, you need to be willing to sacrifice dragon. You need to be willing to sacrifice your teammates. I cannot fight the enemy jungler at the dragon, so I have to give that up. It's always okay to give early dragons, to give your first, the second, the third dragon, because the alternative is I go to fight them, I die anyway, and I get nothing. That's the alternative. And that's what a lot of people misunderstand. It doesn't change if I go and fight the dragon. I'm going to lose anyway. So the best case is I can find some resources in the top side. That's the best case scenario. Okay, so what we're looking at here is Elise is in the bot side. While Elise is in the bot side, what we're going to try to do? Well, my bot lane's dead again. Fuck. But at least we can get her Raptors. It doesn't feel great. Don't get me wrong. My teammates are dying. My teammates are probably sad as fuck. But it's the best we can do. Shyvana is all about compromise. You're not going to hard win the early game, and you have to be okay with that. If you aren't okay with that, Shyvana will be pretty hard. Okay, now what I'm looking at here is my top camps are great to take, but Elise was in the bot side, so I definitely want to go down towards my bot camps to farm those. I am also level 6 at this point, so I can go crazy here. Okay, we can hunt this guy down. Again, now that I'm level 6, I can actually interact and be relatively useful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my Shyvana form here so that I can now stack up for my next form. And if I lose the grubs, if I lose whatever, it doesn't matter because I am farming, I am scaling, and I'm getting stronger, okay? I can't fight right now. Why, guys? What did we say at the start? We have no ultimate. So without your ult, you do not fight. Okay, let's just keep farming. And the next thing, guys, is we almost have our completed item. With your completed item, oh shit. With your completed item, you get a lot stronger. So we are going to try to farm all of our camps, get our completed item, and have our ultimate, and then we're down to go take some fights around the map. So what I'm going to do here is instead of staying and just farming, I'm going to recall here because I have my item, and my ultimate will be up soon, and I'm now very strong. I'm ahead in CS. I'm in a great position to be able to 1v9 and carry this game. I need to maintain my camps, though. Let's say right now Elise got the Void Grubs. I need to be okay with that. Again, Shyvana is all about compromise and being okay with losing objectives and losing in the early game. If you are not okay with that, you cannot play Shyvana. It's a mentality thing, okay? My ult is coming up soon, though, and I have my item. I definitely am willing to fight. Nope, she did the Void Grubs. That's fine. Just move on. Let's go do some camps. After all my camps are cleared, what I will look to do is I will look to fight somewhere on the map. So maybe it's the Scion, maybe it's the bot lane. Somewhere I'm going to look for some resources and get economy on my side because I want to fight them now. So I'm going to on the way ping my Echo and let them know, yo bro, I want to fight the freaking Raptor camp. I have my item. I have my ultimate. You fight. Item, ultimate, fight. Okay, now that we have our item, now we have our ultimate, we're going to go play very aggressively into the enemy jungle. I'm going to go sit here one time. I'm actually going to wait here, be a little aggressive because Elise is likely coming. Elise is here. Great, I'm going to wait till she potentially uses her ulti or her E. Nope, she doesn't E, that's fine. And we get her killed just like that. We didn't even need to use her ultimate because she's face checking into us. That's what you do, guys. When you have your item, you can fight. You're not weak. Okay, Shyvana's a champion that gets stronger. And you see, I literally just melted her, by the way. She didn't last a second. And now what we can do with our item and our strength is we can go fight all we want. Okay, this guy's disrespecting the heck out of me. So I'm just gonna kill you then, bro. You guys are not killing me. Oh, maybe you are actually. Okay. My fault. I didn't realize Seraphine was still up and she was able to ult me there. My bad. A little too aggressive. But that's the idea. It's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. I ult in too deep. I didn't realize Seraphine was there. It's all good. As long as you understand the principle that when you have your ultimate, when you have your ult and item, you go and you play the game, you at least have a general grasp of what you should be doing on Shyvana. Was that a little too aggressive? Yeah. Are you going to make mistakes like that when you play? Yeah. The one key thing you noticed that I was playing for, though, is I got a camp, and I'm going to clear my camps as a priority. Okay, so even though I died, and it doesn't feel good, I at least got one of her camps, and I had majority of my camps cleared. As long as you're focused on getting a lot of the camps cleared before you make plays, you'll be fine. Okay, and now we have no ulti, so what do? We go back, we farm, and we wait for our ultimate. So, let's just go do that. It's very straightforward, very simple. Second item is going to be Dusk and Dawn. And what we want to do here is, at this point, we are strong, and we do want to centralize around playing for objectives because we don't want to let this game get out of hand and give them the soul. So, the next dragon, we need to be extra cautious, extra thoughtful, because we do not want to give them the Drake. If we do, it's going to be pretty ugly, because they'll have soul pressure. Now this guy's by himself here. Oh, he's dead here. Okay, we got that kill. Great. So we have no ulti, so we have to be a little careful. I can still probably take one of her camps, and then I should run for my life. Okay, we have to be careful. I have no ulti. I don't know where Akshan is. There Akshan is. Let's get out of here. And let's go back to our camps. Let's keep farming. So when's that next dragon coming up? 3 minutes and 30 seconds. As you can see, I'm preparing way in advance. I have 1,000 gold off my Dusk and Dawn. I want to buy that item as fast as I can. And we're still farming. Nothing has changed, guys. We are farming it up. No R, no fight. So right now what we're doing, we're going to recall after this next camp. And wait till we get our ultimate, and then we can fight. Here's a mid-game trick. We hold tab, we see who's weak, we see who's strong. We also evaluate boots we want. We want Merc Treads very badly this game, given the fact they have Elise CC, Seraphine CC, and Leona CC. We get our boots, we are active on the map, but here's the thing, we have no ulti, and we hold tab, we see who's strong. Our mid laner is doing good, our top laner is doing good, our bot lane is getting destroyed. So ball lane is the last lane we actually want to play around. Okay, especially when our mid laner is recalling like this. I need to be a bit careful here. I don't actually want to be here whatsoever, so my fault. But if it's just a straight up 2v2, it is actually winnable. Oh my god, that guy got one shot by my Q combo there. Again, auto Q, you can actually genuinely one shot people. Damn, that's so close. My Jinx is really weak, and that's what I mean by fighting with your weak teammates. But I got some dopamine there from using my freaking Q combo, which is fun as hell. But just be careful, okay? You don't want to overdo it, and I'm overdoing it by a bit. Let's recenter on... Whoa, okay. We all witnessed what happened with that Jinx. Let's never play around this Jinx again. Okay, let's never play around this Jinx again. This Jinx is completely off limits for us to play around. My Braum is doing good. My Braum seems really competent. As you can see, Braum is like putting in work down there. But this Jinx, oh hell no. So what are we gonna do? We still want to play around this dragon coming up. I do want to farm for my ultimates, and I have camps in the top side I can invade. So let's try to take these camps. Elise is dead. We can play for the Herald as well. We do want to think about this, we do want to think about this dragon too. I can use my smite to do a little bit of a double camp here. Then the Krugs don't seem to be up, which means the Scion probably took them, if I were to guess. Yep. Now I could help the Gragas if the Scion oversteps. Beautiful. Can slow this guy here. Fuck, I got hit by that. Oh, that's so unfortunate. They at least flashed on me, hit me with that. She is going to get herself killed though, which is not the end of the world. The Seraphine is in the top side here. Okay. We have this dragon that we want to play around. We are scaling nicely. We have an extra 20 armor, 20 MR around that. So we'll be fine in this game. But the reality of the situation is that I have a top laner and a mid laner who's decently strong, and I must play around them if I want to win this game. So if Gragas, he almost has a second item. Echo is pretty far from second item. If they don't have their items and they're not ready to fight, we might have to just give this third dragon up. So be willing here and note that if you lose the dragon, it's not the end of the world. It's a great, no. But you have to be okay with sometimes giving up key objectives. Look at this. I have no ultimate right now. I can't help you. I'm sorry. Okay. Now, I have my ultimate soon, and I am working around my Gragas. He is here. But we need to be careful. Honestly speaking, I probably just want to take this and run. My Braum is here too. My Jinx is in the bot side. This guy just killed himself entirely. Beautiful. Again, play with that Gragas. This Gragas is putting in work right now. With the Gragas, we can easily win this game. If I don't play around Gragas, game's going to be really hard. So again, no plays around this Jinx. Stay away from the Jinx. While my teammates are stalling, I'm going to one-shot the dragon. I'm going to take this, and we're going to... We could run. We could also fight. If my teammates are ready to fight, I'm down to fight too. I have a massive fear here. I can probably flash out. Okay, I don't know if we actually win this or not. Wow, this is a 5v4 and we're so weak. No, okay, this actually feels like unbelievably sad and depressing, this game. But like, I think it's just because Jinx is so weak. I don't know. I mean, it's fine. Again, we won the dragon. At least every time before I'm dying, I'm farming, so I'm not behind. As you guys can see, I'm following a simple trend. Every time before I'm dying, I'm following a trend where I clear as much as I can before I make a play. What I'm going to do here is when they pressure bot lane, they're all on the bot side. Depending on if they stay or not, they're not staying. Okay, this guy's staying. I might be able to go take the Herald. Otherwise, let's just go back to farm. The more disciplined we are, the more stable this game will be. We're almost to our next item. Let's just try to grab this item here. Our Gragas has 2 items. Our mid laner still only has 1 item. So Echo's farming nicely, but he only has 1 item. So he's not strong enough yet. My Jinx actually has 2 items. The Jinx is not weak, but she's just not a great player. We have to consider that. We have to consider that in our evaluation. Our Braum's doing pretty good. Like, he's playing well. He's playing confidently. Our Gragas is the most confident on our team, other than the Braum. So we want to play around Gragas a lot. They did end up taking my red buff, which is fine. Let's keep on farming. And what are we working towards? We're working towards that next item. So right now, my Gragas is here. He's strong. We can definitely play around him. Beautiful. Again, keep playing on this Gragas. The game will play itself. If you play around your strongest teammate, the game plays itself. Now, there's nobody here on the enemy team. And the Baron isn't even up yet, so they're doing the Herald. What that means, though, is we can play for this turret. I'm going to hit this turret with my Gragas. Play with my winning laner. I almost have my item. Getting a lot of gold here. Yeah, even the Gragas is spam picking the Jinx. Yeah, this Jinx is really bad. At least my Gragas is aware too. Okay, so they're heralding mid lane. We have to consider that. I'm going to farm some more. I'm almost at my item. My Gragas is probably going to recall. He has TP. Here is Shyvana mid-late game tips right now, okay? Now let's take a look at this. If they siege like this, my Gragas is ready to fight. I can flank them from the side, and this is the perfect angle to actually win a fight here. It's from the side. It's flanking. Now, if they aren't, if they aren't giving me the angle, it's fine then. Then we leave it. They weren't giving me the angle. Okay. It's warded there. I'll try and use the trinket. Just walk away. Let's go to the top side. We're almost at Center of Sky. Let's farm a little bit more to grab the Center of Sky. And we have to work on Gragas. Look, so my Echo has 2 items now. I almost have 3. I can play around Gragas. What item are we going to go after Center of Sky? We probably want some tenacity. Maybe some armor, MR. This one's hard. I'm not fully sure what to buy. But my Gragas is who I'm playing around. After this next fight, I'll see what punishes me, to be honest. We'll decide what punishes me. And then... this guy got one shot by my true damage there. We're fighting mid lane. This is very good for us. This is going to be Baron for us right here in this fight. I'm going to slow everyone. I got true damage from my Q. We can actually go do the Baron here. I am actually willing to do the Baron. So the idea here is I'm playing Shyvana. I deal a lot of damage to Baron. And although the dragon is up, the Baron's almost always going to be worth more. They don't have a jungler. We are going to grab this very, very, very easily. Shyvana does a lot of damage. You never want to underestimate your team's damage on the Baron. Let's grab that Center of Sky. We're very strong. In this game, honestly speaking, Jack-Show is not bad. They have a good amount of, MR damage, like magic damage and like AD. So Jack-Show is a solid item. We can also go with Death Stance. It's like the core build, but this game, Jack-Show earlier, for the defensive stats is a bit better. Now, here's the dilemma. I do not have my ultimates. So I want to hit the front and try to farm for my ulti however I can. Although it's really hard right now, so what I'm gonna do is genuinely like leave and try to farm things and then go from an angle. If I can get behind enemies, I might be able to be relevant here, like this. See, if I can get behind people, I'm still gonna be I'm still gonna be strong in the fight. No, I don't like what you're doing there, buddy. That's very silly of you, bro. And you're gonna get true damage there. I'm gonna go chase this guy. Snipe that guy there. Yeah, you're gonna deal a lot of damage to me there, man. Beautiful. And look at that, guys. We're level 16. The Elise is level 12. She has not been farming at all this game. And you know who has? I have. Okay. What's next, guys? We have no ulti. We're close to our item. As you can see, I'm constantly checking my shop. Look at our passive here. We have 33 armor and 33 freaking MR. That is a lot of extra stats for free, just for existing. And this is what makes Shyvana so strong. We've done 3,000 damage from our press the attack. Not many champions get to deal this much damage with a rune, but Shyvana does. Because her Q procs PTA so easily. We're also really close to Jack-Show. Let's pressure the top side. Elise is getting herself killed down here. Okay, as long as we have our ultimate, we should be fine. We see 1-2 people there, and the Akshan's in the bot side too. So we don't have to be too afraid of this Scion here. He's by himself. I can't necessarily pressure him any further, so I'm going to leave. And I'm going to flank again. Look at my angle here. I'm flanking. We're going to fear them. I'm going to walk away now. And that's how you play Shyvana, guys. You need to be willing to flank enemies. If you're playing from the front, you're not going to be useful. You need to play from angles. If you don't play from angles, you're not going to be useful in the fights. Okay, we're going to use our Q combos on everything. I can pressure a bit here. I don't want to get hit. Oh, I am getting hit, though. Alright, let me get out of here. I have my W shield. I'll leave. Let's recall. We have Jack-Show. I respect Ragus for pinging there and getting me out of that scenario. So let's just walk away. Let's recall here. Let's get out of here. I want to get my item. I don't know what this guy's doing. Okay, we're good. We're good. Let's just recall. Let's not overdo. Let's recall. And I still want to get a Death Dance because Death Dance is just such a strong item on bruisers in general. All right. We need to never go in from the front. We always need to go from the side. If you're playing Shyvana and you want to use this build correctly, you want to, properly end the game, properly win, you need to team fight in a way where you always go in second. So at this point, we're obviously in the late game. How do we win the game in this position? We need to fight the enemies from an angle. If we go from the front, we will not be able to win. Flank, 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 flank. Constantly put that in your head, flank. So if they're going to fight here, I'm going to go from the side. Okay. I am in the front here, so I'm going to walk back. I'm going to disengage slowly. I'm going to play nice and slow here. If I'm hitting the front by myself, then we're fine to do this. Okay. This guy got jumped. I'm going to fight with my Echo. Can jump this guy here. Yo, yo, yo. Triumph. Nice. Okay, I'm very low here, though. I'm not sure what I can do. Chuck my E. I'm probably just going to take gates and get out of here. Peace out. Okay, let me go break this top tier now. You have to be aware of all the resources you can get. Yo, accept the mice. Thank you for the 4 months, bro. Fuck ads. True, true, true. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's recall. Our Jinx died here. Don't know what that's about. Leona is coming. You saw her take the gates there. We have to run. Run, 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 run. She's trying to cancel my recall. I have no ultimates. I don't have much to get my ultimate from. Okay, we are getting 1 rate fury stack per second. So that's not a lot. So what are we going to do? Honestly speaking, this dragon's probably gone. It's not ours. I will try to get my form by hitting this red buff, or hitting these Krugs. I'm going to show you guys a little trick. I'm not going to use my W, and I'm going to auto attack as much as I can, and not use my Q either, so I can hit this. Auto, 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 because your autos is what gives you your fury. So that gave me as much as I possibly could get from that. Let's danger ping, let them know. I'm going to hit as much as I can. Just keep hitting things. Just keep on hitting things. Pressure from the side. We stole the dragon too. Beautiful. And I have my ultimate here in a second. I have my ulti in 2, 1. Beautiful. These guys are wiped. And now let's go in the game. And this is a game where we got invaded at level 1, guys. We are up 4 levels, doubled the Elise's CS. Elise might have ganked my bot lane a million times. But we follow through with the game plan. We farmed efficiently. Again, guys, if you want to use the guide that I followed to get myself in this position, I wrote it here. I followed the steps here. I copied the build too, right? I just switched Death Dance and Jack Show because I wanted some more defenses. That's how you do it, guys. If you learn a thing or two about Shyvana, you want to get some LP, go play her. But also, if you like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace, peace.